Josh, I'm sure a disappointing defeat this afternoon at Cambridge. What's your assessment of the game?
Yeah, it's a frustrating game for us because of their game plan. What we set out before, knowing what they're going to do, how they're going to play, how they're going to defend, is exactly what they've done. And unfortunately, we couldn't do what we wanted to do against that. I just don't think we were up to it, especially the first half. We were better second half, but still we didn't create enough, so it just weren't good enough.
Was the first half in particular disappointing because we didn't really seem for long to get into our rhythm?
Yeah, exactly. As the gaffer said, when he come in half time, we weren't happy with how we done because we know we're a lot better than that. We've played better than that already this season, and there's a lot better to come, I feel. So yeah, that was very frustrating for us to come in half time because we didn't turn up, we didn't implement our game, which we feel like our game can cause problems for most teams. So yeah, that was frustrating.
An improvement after the break and could and maybe should have come away from here with something at least.
Yeah, exactly. There was a lot of improvement after the break, just because of that's the nature of what usually happens when you go in and have a bit of a tiff going on in the dressing room. But like, that's expected. It's what we're about. And we knew if we can get onto our game and do our thing, we will cause problems. It's just us being more clinical and creating more chances and hopefully getting on the end of the crosses or the cutbacks, etc. So yeah, it's just frustrating.
An early goal for Cambridge as well. Obviously, it ultimately proved decisive. Did it feel like the fact that they scored early on gave them a bit of a lift in the game?
Yeah, maybe them scoring early just pushed them further back, to be fair, like their defensive shape, so it was tough. It was harder for us to go through them and play our game through the middle. So we knew that the space was going to be outside, but we just didn't get enough quality maybe out to them sometimes, and just the quality going into the box, we just didn't do quite enough today. But yeah, we know what we're about, and yeah, we've got a few 8-9 days now to the next game, so we're just going to work on that and improve.
Looking at the start of the season, I think it's 5 games, 8 points. We've obviously played some really attractive football at times as well. What's your verdict on the start of the season?
It's been okay, I guess. We're probably disappointed, to be honest, because we felt like we should have obviously beat Wimbledon. We feel like we should have got something out of the game today, but you'll take it, obviously, beating the two playoff teams from last season and playing well how we did against them as well. But yeah, we've got to do it against every team in this league, and yeah, we've got to be better, and I'm sure we will.
On a personal level, how do you assess your own start to the season?
Yeah, it's been good as well. Obviously, scoring the goals, that's a big thing for me. That's what I wanted to improve on my numbers this season, and goals and assists. And thankfully, I've had a couple this season. But there's a lot more to come. I feel like for myself and from the team, to be honest. And hopefully, yeah, that can all come together in the next couple of months.
Just a word on the fans in the opening month of the season. 1,500 of them here today. They've shown up, haven't they, in the early stage of the season? Yeah,
they've been unbelievable, to be fair. Like, showing up at Cambridge, it's not a short journey, it's a long journey. And even on Tuesday night in Lincoln, they showed up in their numbers, and especially like the home games, we've been 16,000. Yeah, they've been unbelievable, and the noise they make, and that, just unfortunate we couldn't get the 3 points or a point from them today. But I'm sure if they keep showing up in the numbers, it's going to drag us along, and we'll hopefully repay them in the games.